with a Christmas wreath. Dropping these bars while I brush my teeth. Flipping this verse like a boomerang. Landed on stage in your backpack filled with a new disease. Telling my doubts I'm hard to please. We don't care, we bounce on clouds. Sing off key and we're still too loud. Biscuit drops, the place explodes. Jumping through life in my pantyhose. Still no job, but I'm on the clock. And you can't stop me, 'cause don't stop. Hey ladies, oh, when you're hot, you're hot, yeah. When you're not, you're not. Nope. Hey fellas, oh, when you're hot, yeah. When you're not, you're not. I see through your act and I still enjoy the show. Yeah. Too bad, gotta deal with it. Some of y'all too big for your britches. How's about a high five for the good girls and the good guys? Come on, too bad, gotta deal with it. Some of y'all too big for your britches. How's about a high five for the good girls and the good guys? You know who you are. Damn, I miss you, Chester. Sending love from a bass compressor.
Well, the city of Dublin always ready to fill a stadium for some friendly competition. And today, the Irish crowd has shown up in force. Not for Gaelic football, or hurling, or rugby partner, no. But to welcome the NFL to the beautiful Emerald Isle. Today, a fun matchup in store between the Minnesota Vikings and the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Will Reichert to kick off for the Vikings.
Will Reichert has it all teed up. And away we go from Dublin. Here's Miller on the return. He'll head out of bounds on the return.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's first and 10. Drive begins with a run by Johnson. And he takes it ahead for a 4-yard pickup there to begin our game.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's second and 6. On the ground again with Johnson. And they won't be able to get past the line. And very quickly, Brock, they're going to be facing third down to begin this ballgame.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
Rodgers throwing on third down. This is Metcalf working that right side. Breaks the tackle, green grass ahead. And he is brought to a stop after he found plenty of room there to run.
Just excellent effort on that catch. In a lengthy quick transition from bringing that football in getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it. This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
It's Johnson on second down. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means third down coming up.
This coordinator tried to show some trust and belief in his offense. A run after a negative run? Well, you lose a lot of equity and belief in that coordinator. I don't think he's going to try a third run after back-to-back negative losses.
Third and long, Rodgers. His shot downfield will wind up incomplete. He was looking DK Metcalf's way there. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. The Steelers set to punt it. And this will bring a drive that had some promise to a disappointing end. They needed 3 punts out of him in last week's loss as he sends this away. And that hit at the 5, but got the bounce it needed to reach the end zone for a touchback. Vikings to the line now. Here's 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
That'll give. It's Chandler headed left. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Tackle made by Chuck Clark.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Chandler again. Still working past the 40. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. It's a Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings don't need long to take a 6-0 lead. Well, Brock, they could prove me wrong, but I don't think touchdowns are going to come that easily the rest of this game. But starting out, we all welcome the quick score.
Yeah, not a lot of energy exerted, right? Not a lot of their cards shown just yet. They only got a couple plays into their strategy, and they found pay dirt. A lot of mystery still to come with what they're going to do schematically. A lot of answers have to be found defensively.
Here's Reichert set to kick this away. Here's Miller on the return. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort.
First and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
All right, Steelers to the line now. 1st and 10. Again to Johnson. Start this drive. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Again, this is Johnson. A small 4-yard chunk there. That was Jonathan Allen on the tackle.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
3rd and just 2 to go. Now Rodgers. This one's caught. Smith has it. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward. Defenders in the area, they still make the connection, Brock. It almost looked like it was just another throw on the practice field.
Yeah, this is how you just develop that just trust factor, that connection. We see it with QBs and tight ends, and the best of them make it look easy.
He finds him 6 yards on that 1st down run.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
2nd and 3.
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. Here's Johnson again. He did well to shake off one tackle partner. If the next one got him, he's going to lose yards.
That's got to be so frustrating for the runner. You're fighting the good fight. He even ripped through a tackle to stay afloat, but the blocking can't buy you enough time or room to even get back to the line of scrimmage.
Now Rodgers on 3rd and short. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Tough one to retain through that hit. And 4th and 4 coming up. Corliss Waitman out there again to punt this away. And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. Minnesota into formation. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
They'll try it left with Chandler. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 7, Brock, to begin this drive.
That run may not have gotten you a first, but sure, a nice little run to set the table.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3.
Here we go, set.
They'll stick with Chandler. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the first down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
On play action now, McCarthy. He fires one deep down the middle. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
Second down, McCarthy to pass. He's trying to go deep again! And again, an interception is dropped. Looked a whole lot like the last play, didn't it, partner? And again, the turnover escapes him. It's going to be 3rd down. Ooh, very fortunate that didn't go as a turnover. So they're left facing 3rd and long. Still 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line. They send the tight end in motion. McCarthy throwing on 3rd down. That's caught by the rookie from Maryland. And he's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff now to Chandler. And he's all the way across midfield down inside that 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 11, and it'll bring up a Minnesota first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
And they can go ahead and stay in that huddle. We're at the end of the first quarter. The Vikings have played to an early lead. We'll return with more NFL action right after this. Now for the second quarter to begin. Vikings in control of it. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Trying down the middle with Chandler. And this play doesn't work out like the last snap, right? So he can only get back to the line as the defense all over this one.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9.
Ready? 60 Eagle, 60 Eagle. Let's go.
McCarthy operating from the pistol. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Joey Porter Jr. And the Steelers will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
McCarthy's pass intercepted. The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 41-yard line.
The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set 1st and 10. Off play action, Rodgers. Trying for the deep ball. He's got it inside the 10. One of the game's biggest plays right there as they get the markers reset.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You've got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
That's going to be incomplete. First time he's looked his back way this game, but no results yet.
Kid, I'm just kind of laughing because I could feel the armchair quarterbacks going, I can make that throw. And anybody who's actually made those throws says you have no idea what it feels like with everybody breathing down your neck. That play's got to be right, timed up right, and it certainly wasn't.
So after the incomplete pass, here's 2nd and goal. Shotgun handoff to Johnson. And he gets in, touchdown. The Steelers parlay the interception into points. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
That one splits the uprights. And the Steelers tie this game 7-7.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. And he'll decide to pass on the return here and take the touchback instead.
At their own 35-yard line.
So good field position to start with for the Vikings. It's 1st and 10. Play action, McCarthy. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Jalen Ramsey comes up with it. And the Steelers get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. Well, what better way to follow up one interception than by getting back out there and picking off another on the first play of the very next drive.
And think of all the work the offense just did on the sideline to try and recover. Okay, let's put together a good plan. Here's your adjustment. And in just one play, you flush it all down the toilet.
Pittsburgh offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Now an inside give to Johnson. He gets it forward to steal about a yard out of that. That tackle made by Blake Cashman.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Johnson up the middle.
We take a break from his regularly scheduled programming of pass coverage duties to see him adding a little contribution in the run support. And his teammates, you can just see the body language. Little nod, little grin. They'll welcome the reinforcements every time.
Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. Looking out of the gun, it's Rodgers. Oh, missed that one and he knew it.
it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on third down? If it chose the wrong play off that call sheet, that time.
Boswell able to knock it through. And that's going to break our tie and give him a 3-point advantage.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
Now Boswell on to send this away. Return starts at the 9. His effort's going to get him to that 32-yard line before he's taken down. Vikings to the line now. Here's 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
They give up the gut to Chandler. And they'll take him down after he advances this after about the 43. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's going to give the Vikings the 1st down.
Kate, a run like that, just everybody gets to breathe. Things become so much easier when you start a drive with momentum like that.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. Now McCarthy. This is Jefferson, and he's got it. And he takes it in for the Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings just need 2 snaps to steal the lead. It's a Justin Jefferson touchdown. Record there to tack on the extra points. And the Vikings take a 4-point lead.
14, Steelers 10. Will Reichard to kick off for the Vikings.
Here's Reichard set to kick this away. He'll bring it out from a couple yards deep. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort.
At their own 18-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10.
319.
They'll run it for the first time with Jalen Warren. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
On these 1st and 10 calls, defenses are always keyed in that a run might be coming their way. And as soon as the QB turned to give the ball, the entire defense came crashing in to bury them for a loss.
Run lost him a yard to begin the drive. Here comes 2nd and 11. They'll toss it to Johnson. Well, he continues to find no traction on the ground here, Brock, as they bring him down for no gain.
You know by now, Kate, with this time we spend together these toss plays, the best way to defend them is to hit them before they get started. And that's exactly what the defense did.
Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. Rodgers to throw. Looking right, and he finds him. Great job rallying to the football. They get him down right at the marker, 4th down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Going for it on their own side, Brock. Okay, bold call, but they only need a yard. Trying to push this past the marker. And he stops. The call to go for it from their own side backfires on him with a turnover on downs. And that's a great field position.
You know, Kate, it's almost like the defense was in the offensive huddle before the play. They dialed up the perfect blitz to encircle and cut off that run. And the reward is they get off the field.
Minnesota into formation. It's 1st and 10.
Let's go. Hot 7, Hawks.
the short side. And that's going to be stopped, but not before he gets it down to the 14. It's a gain of 12 there. And it'll bring up a Minnesota first down.
Ooh, I like that call. I really like it with those sticks you can keep on the sidelines, and you get more than enough to get the first down.
Okay, ready?
The drive picks up here, 1st and 10.
Set.
From the red zone now. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know this. It's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't.
Ready up.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, McCarthy. The throw is caught. And it's close, but he's not going to score. Out of bounds right at the goal line, Brock. It's going to be 1st and goal.
Okay, I know exactly what's going to happen. I've seen it once. I've seen it 100 times. Next week on the practice field, this running back's going to say, see, I'm not just a running back. I can play receiver. And you receivers, you couldn't do my job, but I just showed you I could do yours.
Ready.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal.
Ready. Viking 18.
Chandler hits the end zone for the Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings now lead by 10. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game. Nope. Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you instantly think of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
Will Reichard to kick off for the Vikings.
Here's Reichard set to kick this away. From a couple yards deep, this is going to come out. We've reached the 2-minute warning from Ireland. And it's the Steelers taking over on offense. All right, Steelers to the line now. 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Rodgers taking a deep shot here. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, well, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10. Rodgers here from the gun. Finds him over the middle. And he's brought down after a short gain. Steelers working with a sense of urgency from the hurry-up clock, continuing to run.
3rd and 7.
Throwing on 3rd and long. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Vikings will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
Rodgers pass intercepted. The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Vikings to the line now. Here's 1st and 10. McCarthy throwing here. Makes the catch, but does not do it in bounds. It looks like he down on that sideline. Second down coming up.
That's what I call complementary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
This is Chandler. And that's not what the offense dialed up. They stick him for a loss. It's going to be third down.
All I could tell him there was good luck. You get a safety all over a run like that, they could just smell it like a shark with blood in the water. And you feel fortunate if you're even able to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Defense looking to defend the marker on third down. From the shotgun, McCarthy. That one's caught by Jefferson. He does it. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings boat racing them to the halftime locker room. It's a Justin Jefferson touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. One after try good by Reichert. And the Vikings push their lead to 18.
28. Steelers 10. Will Reichert the kickoff for the
Here's
Vikings.
Reichert set to kick this away. From his own end zone, here we go. Ooh, poor choice to bring this one out. Instead of the 35, Brock, they're going to start shy of that 20.
15-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And some excellent work to drive them all the way up past the 30-yard line. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
Here's first and 10 from the 34. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Oh, this is getting ugly early. Intercepted again. Dallas Turner picks it off. And the Vikings will have a shot at least a field goal here. Maybe the end zone after that return.
Rodgers' pass. Intercepted. They'll take over first down and goal to go at the 7-yard line.
Got it off that interception, Brock. Let's see if they can pay that off with points. Here's first and goal.
Let's go. Hup.
Off the play fake. It's McCarthy. Vacates quickly left side. And they score. It's a Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings get more points to end a lopsided first half. J.J. McCarthy the touchdown. Reichert on for the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Vikings continue piling onto this lead.
Steelers 10. Will Reichert the kickoff for the Vikings.
Here's Reichert set to kick this away. Chooses to bring this one out. Lanes didn't open for him. He is stopped shy of the 15.
At their own 14-yard line.
They've got first and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. Looks like they'll play it safe with a run to the outside. And take this ahead for 7. We've got 2nd and 3 now. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. One last play before the break. They'll stick with the ground game here. And he has a decent gain on what's going to be the final play of the half. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
And this Irish crowd has been great so far. No surprise there, and still 2 quarters left to play here in Dublin. They stop him right as he gets up past the 15.
On the return, the Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
Minnesota in the formation. It's first and 10. Going wide receiver run to start this series. And he's going to be stopped after about a 3-yard pickup on first down.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
At the 20-yard line.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's second and 6.
Let's go now. 69, 60, Viking, 18.
Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. Completed over the middle. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line. He manages a gain of 8 there. And that's going to give the Vikings the first down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Ready up.
They have themselves another first and 10.
No street. At the 60. At the 60. 79 Broncos. Big Lion. Let's go.
Trying to throw here out of the gun. He's got it deep downfield. And he takes it in for the Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings grow the lead coming out of halftime.
I know you got to mix your looks defensively. You just can't play all zone coverage, and sometimes you got to play man-to-man. But with the receiver, with that kind of speed, that is scary, and he just made him pay.
That one right down the middle. And the Vikings grow their lead yet again.
Will Reichard to kick off for the Vikings.
Here's Reichard set to kick this away. Here's Miller on the return.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Pittsburgh offense to the line. Here's first and 10. Now here's Rodgers. Oh no, they get him yet again. Dallas Turner picks it up. And the Vikings get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. Well, no doubt they envision that as the start of a second-half push for the lead. But the defense, well, defense had other ideas, Brock, protecting their team's advantage and taking possession back on the first play of the series.
Not the way you needed to start the half if you were thinking comeback, but exactly the way to start the half if you're trying to take this lead and step on it. That's a defender who sensed the need for a splash play and delivers. I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Headed in reverse so far. Time to shift into drive. Here's second and 14.
Go! Cowboy 80.
Now the shotgun give to Chandler. And this is looking familiar, partner. He's dropped a loss again. It's going to be 3rd down.
This offense may want to try and disguise their run a little bit. I don't know if it's the old lineman's stance. I don't know if it's a cadence. I don't know what it is, but after 2 straight plays going backwards, this defense is all over it.
Let's see what they went with on 3rd down.
19 tight. 19 tight. Here we go. Here we go. 72.
McCarthy to throw it. And that's going to fall incomplete on a look to his running back, and it's going to bring up 4th down.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, well, they come down to a play or two, and 3rd down. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, the coach wants to see them convert those.
And this one had a brief chance, but not a good kick in the end. He misses it. And looking at the scoreboard, Brock, I think they can weather the miss there. The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set, 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We got 2nd down. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he is showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Well, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times, there's going to be more interceptions.
That's caught at the 25. This play goes for 36. And he'll bring up a Pittsburgh 1st down. And for somebody who's been picked off like he has, Brock, you got to admire his determination to keep attacking these coverages. Yeah, that is risk. Right in the double coverage yet again. But this guy's got what I call a high belief factor in himself. 1st down throw by Rodgers. Short pass brought in. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And that's a Steelers 1st down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10. Again, Rodgers. Finds his back, Jalen Warren. And he'll be taken down at the last possible moments. He's at the 1. 14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives them 1st and goal.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
Johnson does not get in. His push is stopped just short of that goal line.
Oh, so aggravatingly close to a safety on that one right there, Kate. Just a matter of a foot, and they could have had some points on the board defensively.
Another chance to get that lone yard. Here's 2nd and goal. Here's another 4. And he will not get in. The defense holds. Stopped once again, and now suddenly they're left with 3rd and goal.
All I can really say about that one, Kate, at least he managed to make it out of the end zone. Now staring at a 3rd down at your own 1. Yikes.
And he's sneaking with Rodgers. And he's in for the touchdown. The Steelers lower the deficit they face. Aaron Rodgers with the touchdown. He finds his way in on the sneak. All right, Brock, wondering your thought here, because to me it felt like they already had a play picked out to go for it on 4th down, but that sneak hadn't worked. Do you agree?
Well, by they, if you mean the guys in the booth on the sideline, sure. But the 11 on the field, that effort just showed you they were not thinking about anything else but pushing it across the line.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Now Boswell on to send this away. Return starts at the 3. This makes it up to the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Vikings to the line now. Here's 1st and 10. They'll go play action here. It's McCarthy. Buying some time left. Throwing on the run. Deep down. Big game downfield. This is going to be down. Looks like about the opposing 36 for their next snap. They're going to move the chains after a big play. 39 yards.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw, when you throw it that deep outside the numbers, that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
Down inside the 40 now with a first down following that last play. Now we give to Chandler, running right. Jukes one defender. And they bring him down, but not before he advances it all the way to the 20. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
Well, this defense has not had an answer, Kate, for either of the first two plays on this drive. And they've got everybody, you and me, every fan believing, well, they're only one play away from putting points on the board.
Crack all 80. Let's go.
First down, and they go right back to it. And the stop is made just a couple of yards shy in that end zone. They'll have first and goal to go now after they gained 18 on the previous play.
That result right there is why coaches all across all levels of football on defense talk about good, solid tackling, Kate. It's not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when you can bring a guy down, you're able to, and keep them from piling on those yards.
4 downs now to get in. Here's first and goal. Chandler has nothing on that run. They stand strong and stop him at the 2.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on first and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on second down.
Ball at the 2 here for second and goal.
Go! Cowboy 80.
Motioning one of the tight ends.
Motion. Ready.
Chandler again. Watching the goal line, but he won't reach it. The defense keeps him out and forces third and goal. Back-to-back stands at the goal line, and now it's third and goal. Thankfully, only 1 quarter to play now. We've reached the end of 3 in this lopsided affair. It's their football, and with that type of lead we've got on the scoreboard, this game pretty close to over. Third and goal now as they try to pile on further.
Ready.
They'll stick with Chandler. And he will get into the end zone for a Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings continue piling it on here in the 4th. A lot of pressure on him in that moment, Brock. Find a way to score. Don't let it go to 4th and goal. And he finds a way to come through and gets in the end zone for 6.
And how about the other side? Beating the defense right there as well. That group who was so close to pulling off the goal line stand, yet all that motivation wasn't enough to stop him on third and goal.
Will Reichard to kick off for the Vikings.
Here's Reichard set to kick this away. He's going to return it from a yard or 2 deep. Oh, he lost it on the hit. And they steal it back on the return. And the nightmare continues as they bring the fumble back for a touchdown. The Vikings throwing 6 more on the blowout. That is the type of hit Brock delivered precisely to separate him from the football. And good luck to anybody trying to hold on through that.
And if you get a fumble on a return, a lot of times with how the personnel is displaced in position, you could find a lane for an immediate return. And sometimes, well, that open space even extends the whole way to the end zone for 6.
Record there to tack on the extra point. And the Vikings continue adding on to that lead.
Steelers 17. Will Reichard to kick off for the Vikings.
Still reeling a little after fumbling that away, but they're going to get it right back with this kickoff. He'll bring it out from a couple yards deep. And this drive will start inside the 25.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Hey, this is what you get paid for.
All right, Steelers to the line now. First and 10.
Check there. 319. 319.
Rodgers set to pass. He almost threw another one. Back-to-back throws now that should have been picked off, partner, as he continues making risky decisions with the football.
Harrison Smith.
Well, at this point, Brock, the surprise isn't that he nearly threw another interception, right? It's that these guys actually let him off the hook defensively this time by dropping it.
Kate, they let him off the hook. Let him off the hook. And the stat sheet might forget that near interception, but the coaches won't. That's called a turnover-worthy play, and there are way too many of them.
And the Vikings rush brings him down. And that pushes him back. Third down coming up.
Pretty impressive, isn't it? They built this type of lead for themselves because that's actually, Kate, their first sack of the game. And that's why smart front offices and complete teams build a well-rounded roster. That way, if a core component like the pass rush today isn't there,
And they pick him off again.
The Vikings take over first and 10.
Kate, I think the one thing you and I love about this NFL game is almost all of them are one-score games. So to see a blowout like this, it's taken a superhuman effort defensively, and they just added to it.
For the second time today, they're going to run the kick team out for the field goal. From 37 yards in the right hash. Reichert connects there. And the lead continues to grow and grow.
You get another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
Here's Reichert set to kick this away. Here's Miller on the return. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort.
First and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense to the line. Here's first and 10. That begins with a run by Johnson. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
You know, Kate, sometimes football and poker have a lot in common. You don't want to tell at the poker table, and you don't want one at the line of scrimmage. Sometimes just it's alignment. It's the way these linemen breathe. It's the blood in their knuckles the defenders read and react to. I think that time a tell was in play because the defense was all over that counter before it could get started.
Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. He's trying to push the field. They connect on the deep shot. Free up the middle. It's a breakaway. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers putting up points in a game decided. It's a DK Metcalf touchdown. So no mistaking that play call, Brock. They send everybody on deep goes, and it winds up paying off. What a play.
And you'd think on the other side, defensively, they'd be ready for this. But this is truly a breakdown in the secondary. They're just not able to make a play on the ball in the air. And the end result, as you said, a big play and a touchdown.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Now Boswell on to send this away. He fields it from the 8. And this gets out to the 30 before he stops.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Got it. Ready?
Minnesota into formation. It's first and 10.
Ready?
Ooh, the wide receiver in it to begin the drive. Able to to take this to about the 35. That's a gain of 5 on the play.
Well, I know this. This staff loves the athleticism and versatility he brings to the offense. That's not only as a receiver, but as someone who can take occasional carries and turn them into good yards.
First down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5. Now it's McCarthy. Dump off, caught by his back. Takes out a run stop. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. Give him 13 on that play. And it'll bring up a Minnesota first down.
This running back is a mismatch maker. That's how I label him on my little sheet right here. Right under his bio. This guy just creates matchup nightmares for every defender on the field.
Shotgun handoff now to Chandler. And second down's going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Well, he already has himself 1 interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse and sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when 1 pick becomes 2, 2 becomes 3, and on and on.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Ty Felton, the intended target. So that brings up 4th and long. The Vikings getting their punt team out. Secures this at the 17. And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. 2nd down.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Off play action, Rodgers. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Bronk. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
And this is across midfield and into enemy territory.
You know, Ken, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
It's this underneath to Warren. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. Offense up to the line fast.
Brings up 2nd and 7. At the Vikings.
They'll throw again. Rodgers. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, 3rd down coming up.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Throwing once again, Rodgers. Big shot is hauled in. Peter inbounds. Oh, what a play! A pickup there of 33 yards. And that will set up 1st and goal.
You can't start a fire without a spark. How about a lightning bolt? What a huge gain that totally changes the tone of the drive.
Big play got him to the doorstep, Brock. 4 more yards now and goal to go. They'll run with Johnson. And this is all for cosmetics as he's in for the late touchdown. The Steelers making the scoreboard look a touch better. Well, a disappointing game elsewhere on this roster hasn't dampened his performance, partner. He's got a pair of touchdowns now to put up against that deficit.
You know what I call this, Kate? I call this professionalism, right?
Yeah.
It's used too much. Oh, what a pro. You got to be a pro. You got to play like a pro. No. It's a picture of it. No matter what the circumstances are, you don't stop.
That one splits the uprights. And the Steelers cut the lead down to a more manageable 28 points.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Now Boswell on to send this away. Brings in the kick at the 9. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Vikings to the line now. Here's 1st and 10. Flying down the middle with Chandler. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's going to give the Vikings the 1st down.
Simply put, Kate, that is a drive starter extraordinaire.
It's the 2-minute warning here in Dublin. Vikings nearing their 2nd win of the campaign. First down, ball at the 36. They give up the gut to Chandler. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
The one thing I can say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
2nd and 9.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
The play clock ran all the way down there, and this is going to cost the offense. A little slow to operate the offense, and they're going to back it up as a result of that penalty. All right, here we go. 2nd down. Running it out of the penalty. Ooh, they're on that one. 2nd down is going to end up in a loss of yards.
He was taken down.
You know how we hear about teams and quarterbacks avoid targeting a stud cornerback, just throwing away from him? Well, maybe they should avoid running it anywhere near this guy. He's having no issue stopping these plays cold.
This offense looking to convert as they come up on 3rd down. It's a give to Chandler. His run, that's about 4, but he's still well shy of that marker. It's 4th down.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
Minnesota lined up in punt formation. And this will be his 2nd effort of the contest. Takes it in at the 26. And hey, at least he held onto the football, but they will get nothing on that return.
At their own 26-yard line.
All right, Steelers to the line now. 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Rodgers. Down the field, he's got Wilson. And he has it all the way down to the 30-yard line. Pittsburgh will go ahead and use its 2nd timeout. And they're still going to have 1 left at their disposal.
The Steelers, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
First and 10 after that last highlights. They're at the 30. Rodgers here from the gun. Incomplete pass, and we're down to 12 seconds remaining.
Defense doubled him, knowing that was where the pass was likely headed. A bit surprising. Quarterback still threw in that direction with how well that defense had that play covered.
Still working from the 30 as they line this up. 2nd and 10.
158.
To throw, Rodgers. Dumped off to his running back. And he gets back to the line, but no more. The timeout's taken now as we have 1, possibly 2 snaps remaining in this ball game. Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9. Throwing again. It's Rodgers. Gets this one to Freiermuth. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. So it's a win for the Vikings. And it was a game for fans of high-scoring football, wasn't it? I know Brock was enjoying seeing both of these offenses work, and really not a lot to